Maybe I won't put that in.
No. Yeah, that's weird.
Hi, we're the Care Kids.
Our parents are crazy. They want to take us on a year-long trip.
They call it an empathy expedition.
We're traveling the states to discover what makes us united.
50 states and 52 weeks.
And I saw you, 'cause I wanna be like the wind. I wanna run with you. Oh, we can be wolves, howling at the great white moon. I wanna be by your side when we light up the sky for the world to see. Run, 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 run with me.
Matt's laughing because I have this sweater on. You know the one I was supposed to get rid of a couple videos ago? I couldn't do it. Too attached.
You've had it that many years.
I know, right? It's like it's like an old friend.
We just had a crazy, amazing experience, and so that will be coming up in an upcoming video. But we wanted to just talk about the past 3 months. We don't normally. It's not normally us. Like, it's normally the kids. But we just wanted to tell you how crazy cool this past 3 months have been.
And how crazy awful they've been as well. Let's get real.
they have had some awful moments.
No, it's been, I think for sure this whole trip has been it's been harder than we expected it to be, and it's been more rewarding than we expected it to be, and it's been more growth inducing than we expected it to be, but just lots of expectations kind of shot out of the water in every direction. But,
which is how life goes, because when you expect something, you have emotions attached to it or something, and it doesn't end up that way, right?
Sure. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So today we just spent, and this actually won't be in a video because they wouldn't let us videotape any of it. So we'll just tell you about it. We just spent an evening with 2,000. Do you think there were 2,000?
Yeah.
2,000 Amish people at a fundraiser, at a fish fry and a fundraiser for one of the schools here locally.
Yep. Yeah, our friend back home, she grew up in the community here in Shipshewana, Indiana, in northeastern Indiana. And when she knew that we were coming up here, she sent us this amazing list of all these places we should go. It's very detailed, exactly, which highways to turn on, because there's lots of little country roads, and she told us exactly which bakery to go to, exactly which cousin of hers would be willing to let us come and spend some time with her, and just she was super accommodating and super friendly to let us, super kind to let us come and visit her family members, and they were super kind and hospitable to us. Her cousin Susie, she has a little shop where she sells fabric and buttons that she sells to the Amish community that they come and buy to make their clothing with. And so we went and visited her and saw her little shop, and then she took us for a ride in their buggy, and we got to spend time with their
She's
kids.
Amish. I don't think you said.
She's Amish. The cousin is Amish. Our friend back home is not Amish, but her dad grew up Amish, and so that's why she has so many ties to the Amish community. But so it was just super fun that her kids were just really friendly, and they were fascinated by our kids, and our kids were fascinated by them. They wanted to see the RV and see inside and see our kids technology, and our kids wanted to see their barn and their chickens, and our kids saw that they were running around barefoot and immediately took off their shoes, and we're like, we're in, we can run around on the farm barefoot too. So
Susie and her husband have 10 kids, and their oldest son, so they have 2 daughters who are older, but their oldest son has autism, and so this fundraiser this evening was to raise funds for his special needs school, or special needs community, I guess it would be.
Yeah, it's like post high school, so it's not really a school anymore. It's their workshop, I think they call it.
Yeah, and that's something that I don't know why I didn't think about that. I mean, special needs are in every community, so I being Amish doesn't preclude you from having somebody who has autism or somebody who has Down syndrome or any other special needs. And it was amazing to see how this community came together, and they had an auction and a fish fry. So everything was based on donations. They didn't have a cost to get into the event or a cost for the food, and it was all you can eat. Our kids filled up on roasted chicken and fish and potatoes and all sorts of Amish foods and then and pie and fruit, and then there was an auction, and we were standing next to a little Amish lady who was kind of chuckling to herself because they were auctioning off whoopie pies, this big, I don't know, cookie jar full of whoopie pies, homemade whoopie pies, and the auctioneer is like, oh, okay, who's gonna give me $100? Who's gonna give me $100? And she's like, whoa, those have got to be some really good cookies, because I think that they end up auctioning for $115 for a little thing of whoopie pies. And she looked at us, she said, obviously these aren't $115 worth of whoopie pies. It's much more donation for the community. But last year they raised
$50,000.
$50,000.
Yeah. And this year's turnout was much bigger than they were expecting. So hopefully they're hoping to pay the school off, or not the school, the workshop off this year, so that they can just be debt free in their school. In their workshop.
But the thing that has been so cool about this is that there have been little experiences like this that we just keep looking at each other and looking at our kids and say, do you guys realize how cool this is that we get to do this?
Of course they don't.
No.
We don't even realize how cool it is that we get to do this. But no, it's not that we get to do it. It's just that we've been super lucky, and I guess you could say blessed, like to have friends like reach out to us and say, hey, I know someone, and that's always been the best way to get to know people, and to also just to find the best restaurants and to find the best places to go. We research in our books and find stuff, but then always it ends up being like the best places, the hole in the wall places, the neat people, that are willing to let you come to their fish fry and and come and hang out in their barn with their children and stuff, are friends of friends, and friends of family. And so we're super thankful and grateful to all of you who have given us suggestions and who have reached out and said, hey, I know someone who's there, let me call them and see if they'd be willing to let you come and just be a fly on the wall in their home or their community for a few hours. So, and
keep them coming, please. That would be so helpful if you have other suggestions. So we are headed toward the East Coast. We'll be along the East Coast throughout the fall, and then hopefully down to Florida and do the southern states in the winter. So that's kind of our plan. But if you haven't caught all our videos, which who knows, you probably haven't, but or maybe you have and you're sick of us, but either way, you can catch the time that we got to ride in a hot air balloon here. You can catch the time that we got to hang out with a Native American family here. You can catch the time that we
got to hang out with the family who lives in an old fire station here. No.
Not on your nose. Here. Oh, the time that we got to hang out with a family that has a bluegrass show here in Branson.
Yep.
The time that we got to hang out with,
I don't think you should do this because you're gonna miss a few people.
Oh, okay, well, those are just a few. There are many more, but there are more coming, like the family, the hockey family that we got to hang out with. That's a video that's coming. Or
there's a family coming up in Ohio that had triplets and then adopted 14 special needs children from Europe. So we haven't met them yet, but mind blown just hearing about them. So
or the Irish Catholic family in Chicago who plays Irish music, and played that, and we hung out with them. So many more awesome videos. Well, I like them anyway. Many more videos coming. But thank you for supporting us. And America is amazing. It's an amazing place. That's the thing that I keep coming back to, is there are so many fantastic people and so many cool things to see. And so I'm glad that we get to see them and to share a little bit of what we see with you.
Yep, America is amazing for sure. I mean, we always thought we loved our country, and we still do, but it's bigger than we thought. And like, our love for America is bigger than we thought. Our sense of duty, like, to come back home someday, wherever home is going to be for us next, and really like contribute so we can continue just the legacy that America is, you know, that just the amazing people that contribute and have joy and just have fulfilling lives in beautiful communities. We just want to be a part of that and be a part of the amazing thing that is America. So it's, yeah, we're lucky to live here, super lucky.
Yep.
So thanks for watching.
We let you into our bedroom for just a few minutes.
Creepy.